Hi Virgo, welcome to 8 of Cups Tarot. Welcome to your mid-September love reading. This is actually taking place of the Pick a Card weekly forecast that I started last week. I just got a message from Spirit. It was really important for me to look into relationships for you. And it makes sense because we've got a lot of stuff going on in the next week or two that really does bring emphasis on the relationships in our lives. Now, please keep in mind, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a partnership, a business partner, a child, a sibling. It's just a significant relationship where you're playing out your energy with somebody else. So these readings are very general. And I do recommend that you listen for your moon sign and your Venus sign, especially when we're talking about terms of love. If it doesn't resonate, feel free to look at the other signs. As well, I'm going to pull cards for you on the left-hand side, your person on the right-hand side, and cards explaining the energy between the two of you. Now, this energy can come in vice versa. So if you're resonating more with this side of the energy, please feel free to make that adjustment. I think that's it. I feel like I've repeated myself so many times already. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so let's take a look at the energies, Virgo. We have the sun in Virgo, and especially for you, there's this beautiful new moon coming at the end of the week in your sign. So you can consider this your new beginning, wiping the slate clean, starting something new, launching something. Now remember that we're still in Mars retrograde. We're really feeling that frustration, right? The want to move something, create something, start something, and yet Saturn says, no, it's not ready, it's not time. It may not be right for you right now. And we're also dealing with Venus and Leo, which kind of makes us want to work with our heart's desire, It's kind of pulling at the heartstrings and really pointing towards what we want. And it could be hard energy, hard denying ourselves of things. But Saturn trining your sign is saying now is about the long term. It's about the bigger vision. It's about building solid foundations. We have Mercury in Libra, which talks about partnerships as well. A lot of good communication, healthy give and take, bringing conversations of equality within relationships. We also have a Venus squaring Uranus. This could just bring in sudden things that happen that cause ultimately freedom, because that's what Uranus does. It frees us from something. It may not be ultimately enjoyable and pleasant, but it is for our highest good. So that's a lot going on this week. Let's take a look at your cards, Virgo. King of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Could be talking about reconciliation, getting back with somebody, improving a relationship. Six of Wands, the World card, Two of Swords in reverse. Queen of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and the Death card. Okay, I'm going to pull cards to clarify these, but let's go over these energies. Bottom of the deck is Judgment in reverse. This is always indicative of some sort of resistance, okay? It could also be where things are not going your way. People are not making choices, or you're not making choices that someone else was hoping you would. And let's take a look at this energy before we get further into that. We've got a King of Cups. This is your energy. You're coming out all heart. a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, a lot of love within your energy. Also feeling the need to take care of and provide for those around you at this time. There's a really nice feeling of emotional maturity with the King of Cups. Meaning that he sustains himself, he sustains his energy, he sustains his abundance so that there is always enough to give to others. Now your person is coming out in this energy of this Nine of Cups. And this often talks about wish fulfillment. It also talks about, providing for others, your dreams coming true. If this is your person, it could also be where we're a little bit in ego. Because there's an element of protecting your emotions with that Nine of Cups, and it makes sense. Because when there's something that we truly want within us, we tend to wear it really close to our heart, right? We don't really, when things that we really want, wishes that we're making, you don't really share your wishes with everybody, right? It's kind of inside of ourselves, and we protect that. And I'm getting this sense of this person maybe not being open about what they want, maybe not sharing their true vision for what they want for their life, how these pieces are going to fit together. In the middle is the Three of Cups. This is a very social energy. It could talk about coming back together. It could talk about how you're coming into a relationship with an open heart and an open perspective. They seem to feel that you are their wish fulfillment, and the Three of Cups can represent reconciling, spending time together, celebrating. It just talks about being in alignment, if any of that makes sense or resonates with you. Now, the other thing about this Three of Cups, especially because the World card is underneath, there could be a lot of indulgence, a lot of social activity. It could also represent overindulgence in drinking, in gambling, in kind of fifth house manners, maybe not taking things so seriously. Three of Cups is kind of a shallow energy. I don't mean it to be insulting like that. It's not a lot of deep stuff. It's on the surface. It's what you show to other people, your ability to connect and celebrate and enjoy your time with others. Now we have a Six of Wands coming out underneath that King of Cups. That represents being seen, victory, overcoming obstacles. Now it comes with the World in reverse, and underneath that Nine of Cups is your person's energy of a Two of Swords in reverse. This could be making a decision being made, and maybe it's making a decision to go after what they truly desire. Okay, the World card underneath Three of Cups, this is why we have to clarify, because it could symbolize an ending of maybe some negative habits of overindulgence, being overly social, maybe spending too much time with friends, needing to rebalance your life. The World card always represents endings, but it also represents new beginnings, new karmic cycles. So it could also represent, like I said, reconciling and a new cycle starting within this relationship. Now, underneath that Six of Wands, we have a Queen of Cups. So looking at this, we have a King of Cups and a Queen of Cups. There's really good alignment here. Virgo, I just feel like no matter what's going on with your life, you are becoming really, really aligned. Now, I think at first you're coming out in your masculine energy, King of Cups, meaning a lot of people might need a lot of things from you. And in order to have victory and keep yourself stable, we have that Queen of Cups energy, meaning that you know how to switch it. You know how to move into loving yourself, filling your own cup, so that there is a constant, steady abundance of love within you, and there's enough to go around. The Queen of Cups always talks about our ability to allow love, our ability to be loved by other people. And that seems to be, you've mastered your emotions, you've mastered relying on yourself, you're coming off really emotionally mature. And there's an opening of the heart with that Leo energy. And suddenly you are in a position to receive love. Underneath that Two of Swords in reverse is the Death card for your person, meaning there's a lot of transformation going on. A lot of transformation for them. Now, never be scared with this Death card. It never represents death, ever. It is transforming a situation. Maybe this person was not in a position to make a decision, and so the universe makes a decision for them. Being the Death card, there's changes. Maybe this person truly wants to be with you, but there's a lot of changes that have to be set in place before you could do it. And there's a lot of changes that they have to go through. This could be any relationship. If you're merging two lives together, oftentimes one person has to make the big adjustments. One person's life gets a little turned upside down, and there's resisting of that change. The Death card is Scorpio energy, which is fixed. They are capable of the transformation. It's just wanting to actually do it, to start the process. Underneath the World card is the Nine of Pentacles. So again, this could be closing out a cycle of having to be on your own. Virgo card is your energy. It's not a bad energy, but it is somebody who relies only on themselves, not looking for external energies to come in and save the day, to complete you. That's just not the energy. And I love the balance that we have between the King of the Cups and the Queen of Cups. We've got a Nine of Cups and a Nine of Pentacles. Both people involved here are in a good place. Now, it doesn't mean that things aren't happening to kind of throw you off your course, but really, you're strong enough to go through these things. And I also, with the World card, get a feeling of divine timing. All right, so let's take a look at this King of Cups card, this energy that you're coming out in. Spirit, talk to me about this King of Cups. Whoa. The Empress. And the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So right here I have to point out, when I have the Empress and the World card inside of a reading, this is always indicative of pregnancy. Scorpio had this as well, I believe. So if you are not looking to get pregnant, I would be very careful at this time, because it is in your energy. It is a possibility. It doesn't mean necessarily that you have to be pregnant. It means that you are nurturing something within you. There's a creative life force within you. So it's like a step above manifesting, because the seeds are planted and things are growing, and you're protecting whatever this is. You see, she carries the world in her belly, close to her heart, protected within the womb. The World card is a symbol of being safe within a womb of some sort. Now, the King of Cups has the Empress, but the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So, King of Cups, also a Scorpio energy, can get a little obsessive when critical of others. Okay, so this Seven of Pentacles, I'm getting a feeling like, not feeling like the other person is putting in enough work, putting in enough effort. Or also might be something you're not really willing to look at within this relationship. Let's take a look at this Nine of Cups energy. Weird. Five of Cups and the King of Cups. Yeah, remember where I told there was kind of like protecting their ego, protecting who they truly are, protecting their emotions. Five of Cups is my card of fear, my card of regret. my card of shame. And then they have the King of Cups as well, which is sometimes a stubborn, fixed energy, not willing to share your emotions. So you both seem to be mirroring each other. One person is operating out of fear, that probably a fear of rejection, honestly. And the other person is kind of sitting around going, wait a second, this is such a great opportunity. There's so much growth and expansion within us. Why aren't you willing to work on this? Why aren't you willing to put in the time and the effort? Let's take a look at this Three of Cups. Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. Okay, there's a need for adjustment for sure. Four of Cups coming out on your side of the energy. You feel stagnant, you feel bored, maybe lack of attention, not really seeing what's really and truly going on. I think your person is kind of going through a little bit more of a deeper emotional thing, and therefore they're showing up as a Four of Swords. You might be feeling emotional distance. This person may not be, they may be distant from you, but they may not be telling you what's really going on. They may be in a place of like a hermit mode. If they're taking time to themselves, it's in the need to kind of clear out some emotional junk from the past. There's, a need to forgive themselves, a need to clear out this emotional stuff so they could allow this to happen. Like I said, that Nine of Cups just reeks of protecting themselves, putting up a wall, like you can't have these emotions. I'm not going to truly tell you how I'm feeling, because how they're feeling is hurt. They're feeling loss. They're feeling regret. They're feeling shame of some sort. And I think they're trying to stay strong. That King of Cups now to me is representing unwillingness to really expose how they truly feel. Virgo, you may be waiting for something to deepen, a connection to deepen, and you're like, what the heck? Nothing's happening. Yeah, be patient here. There's definitely a need of patience while things unfold. Mars retrograde, man, whatever you do, because the Empress can do that. She can really try to force things to happen because she feels so much power within herself, so much faith within herself. So it's easy to think that everything's going to go right and you have all the answers, but there might be things going on emotionally with your person that you're really not aware of right now. Let's take a look at the Six of Wands. The Magician and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, so you're trying to push forward. You're manifesting this expansion. I think you want this person to choose you in a way, to recognize that there's a real connection here. Ace of Wands, you want there to be a real solid opportunity. It definitely looks like you are overwhelmingly attracted, chemistry-wise, to this person, wanting to take it to the next level. Now this Two of Swords, we've got Ten of Swords in reverse. And it's like they're harboring something, just really holding on to something, not... And the Ace of Swords, they need to communicate. They need to talk to you. And you may be feeling... Let's take a look at this world before I say that. Strength and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, this may turn out to feel like a rejection for you, Virgo. It's not. And your energy on your side of the world is strength. So obviously there's something you're going to have to be strong for. There's someone that you're going to have to be, a rock for. Your person is definitely going through some stuff. Ten of Swords is definitely a lack of clarity. They don't want it to end between you. However, Eight of Cups, they don't know how to emotionally connect. With the Ace of Swords, there needs to be communication. Somebody needs to have a talk. Somebody needs clarity here. And they're afraid. Definitely picking up on a lot of fear. It's weird because I'm not getting a moon card. Definitely picking up on fear. Let's take a look at this Queen of Cups in your energy. Virgo, your energy is actually beautiful. Yeah, there's a level where you're really standing up for yourself. It's not a bad thing, you know, when you go through partnerships and you learn so much from them, and then you finally realize it's just easier to state what your needs are. Are you on the same page or not, you know? And I feel like that's how you're coming out. Queen of Cups clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. You really want this. At the very least, you want this love. And I think you're also realizing that if it's not with this person, it's still going to happen. There just seems to be this wisdom within you. Oh my God. There seems to be this wisdom from within that you know that things are going to work out no matter what to your benefit, whether it is with this person or not, that you will be okay. Ten of Pentacles is a lot of stability within yourself, especially when it comes out next to this Nine of Pentacles. Let's get one more card for this Queen of Cups now that the cards exploded all over the table. Maybe that was symbolic of, you know, an emotional explosion from you. Queen of Cups isn't usually that kind of energy, but Mars retrograde is. Two of Pentacles. You don't know if you should hold on or let go. Stay or walk away. I have to tell you, all of these readings have been extremely inconclusive, which tells me, one, don't expect answers or clarity right now. Two, it can kind of really go either way. Our free will is here. And three, I think it's more important the situation, the process that you're going through. The outcome really isn't as important as are you learning the emotional lessons as you're going through this. Because there's no doubt you're getting stronger and stronger, Virgo. You're trining this Saturn and Pluto, so there's so much will and strength behind you. All right, let's take a look at this Death card. Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Let's take a look at this card. Yeah, okay. It's going to be a process, Virgo, and just make sure that you... Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. It's a process. It's definitely a process. Your person is really going through a lot. So right now I'm going to say that timing just may be not on your side. The Death card with the Two of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. You know, Ace of Pentacles is inner conflict on whether they want to make a solid offer, a solid commitment to you. It could often represent getting engaged or moving in together or taking things to the next level. When it is in reverse next to the Death card and the Two of Wands, I think they're in such an emotional state that they don't know if they can do this right now. They're still going through this process. The more that they go through this and you allow this to happen, the more their vision is going to clear. Two of Wands. it's like standing in a doorway and not wanting to, not knowing if you want to go through it or not. And it causes a lot of conflict because you've got the Three of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. You might be like, if this isn't going anywhere, I'm going to be single. I'm going to go hang out with my friends. I'm going to, I'm not going to invest in this anymore. Three of Pentacles often can resemble wanting to date other people, wanting to be free, but it could also be that if you're not going to build with me, I'm going to do things on my own. There's no in between here. And that Five of Wands is putting them with a lot of inner conflict on how to proceed. I think your reading for September was like, don't push it. Don't push a commitment. Don't, timing's not right. And it's still playing out. Let me get some advice cards for you. Where are we at? Oh, 25 minutes. Okay, Virgo. Just want to get an advice card for you. I'm not telling you this isn't going to work out, but it's not going to work out right now. And, this Queen of Cups really needs to nurture herself. Self-care, provide self-love to yourself, not expect it so much from other people at this time. It's building your strength. It's not necessarily a horrible thing, and it looks like you're going to stay in this single mode for a little bit. Now, maybe somebody's just not willing to put a label on it. I warn you with Mars retrograde that you could get a little obsessive over the way things are and how they look. Even some control issues now. And I think you're being asked to soften. To soften and open your heart and give this time. Doesn't mean that you have to stick around. Just don't be so rigid. Okay, the card coming out for you is card number 8, Community. Because this is a short one, I'm actually going to read it to you. Belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. Oh my gosh, and look at, literally, I put it right on top of the World card. This card signals a new affiliation with a group. Humans are social creatures, and we need to know we are useful to our families and communities. In a community, everyone has an important function and feels I matter. Membership in the group provides a sense of belonging, of kinship, and of purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. Perhaps you are part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you are in learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless of its forms or focus, your community brings you joy. You will be inspired by it and want to contribute to it. Your contribution may be as small as showing up or as large as becoming its leader. No matter your position in the group, your presence is needed. For relationships, you're discovering the essential qualities that you share with another, and perhaps also those you don't share. There are times when you follow and the other person leads, and times when you lead and the other person follows. The appearance of this card points to the importance of learning the proper dance between you and another. Accepting the truth that everyone has flaws is part of the dance. Yet you are also being asked to be aware of your dynamics that you don't want to repeat. You're in the perfect place to make changes in order to experience the best version of who you can be together. All right, Virgo, I'm sure that if this reading is resonating, you'll understand that your presence in this person's life is very important. And there's a little dance of give and take that we're doing. Sometimes one person's feeling really strong to move forward, and sometimes the other person isn't in that same place. It doesn't mean that that energy is going to last forever. But with the Six of Wands, careful with that ego. Don't assume this person is rejecting you just because they can't invest right now. I think the foundation of a real relationship between two people is friendship, and that means not judging people for where they are or who they are, what they have to offer. Just let it be. All right, Virgo, I will catch you next week with a pick-a-pile reading, and then it'll be time for your October readings. Oh, my goodness. All right, have a wonderful end of September. I love you guys so much. Take care. Bye.